Okay, picture this. You're dropped right into the 79th minute of a massive World Cup knockout match. The stadium, it's a complete nervous wreck. I mean, you could cut the tension with a knife. The air is just thick with absolute disbelief. The defending world champions are staring directly into the abyss of a shocking elimination, and literally nothing seems to be going their way. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to break down one of the most astonishing comebacks in international football history.
2-0 down. Just 11 minutes to go. For Argentina, you have to understand, this wasn't just a deficit, right? It was an impending catastrophe. They came in as the tournament favorites, yet here they were, completely paralyzed by this incredibly resilient, brilliant opponent. The clock is ticking relentlessly, and that desperate reality is really setting in. They are just 11 minutes away from packing their bags and going home.
Now, let's talk about the number 2 for a second, because that number represents a truly shocking statistical anomaly for the greatest player in history. Earlier in the match, Lionel Messi missed his second penalty of the entire tournament. No way, right? His left-footed attempt from the spot was just absolutely stonewalled by Egypt's goalkeeper, Mostafa Shabir. And let me tell you, Shabir was having the game of his life, making these crazy point-blank saves and flat-out refusing to be beaten.
Section 1. The impossible deficit. Stakes of the match.
So, for 79 straight minutes, we witnessed some truly shocking dominance, but definitely not from the defending champions. We had two giants out there on the pitch. You've got Messi, the greatest player in history, leading the favorites, going head-to-head against Mohamed Salah, one of the greatest of his generation, who's playing in what's very likely his final World Cup. And for almost the entire match, Egypt completely neutralized Argentina. They held La Albiceleste at bay, completely dictated the pace, and frustrated every single Argentine attack.
Section 2. Egypt's masterclass and VAR controversy.
Just watch how this dread builds up for the Argentina fans. Right from the opening whistle, Egypt's game plan worked to absolute perfection, like clockwork. 15th minute, Yasser Ibrahim heads home a beautiful cross from Marwan Akhtia, 1-0. 6 minutes later, 21st minute, Schuber saves that Messi penalty we talked about. The crowd actually starts singing Messi's name, trying to keep his spirits up. But man, the tension is just palpable. Then we hit the 58th minute. Egypt's Zico scores this phenomenal goal off a brilliant pass from Salah, only for it to be ruled out. But Egypt didn't fold. They pushed right through that frustration and actually scored again in the 67th minute, 2-0.
Now, the really crucial point regarding that 50th minute is the VAR intervention. As the source material points out, the involvement of VAR in this game will rumble on for days and years from Egypt's perspective, and you can see why. Zico looked to have scored what was arguably one of the best and most significant goals of the tournament. The decision left Egypt absolutely furious, but remarkably, it didn't even stop their momentum at the time, because they still managed to double their lead shortly after. Section 3. The 11-minute miracle, the ultimate comeback.
Okay, buckle up, because here is where the magic happens. Step 1, the 79th minute. Messi sends in this absolutely perfect cross, and Romero heads it in, 2-1. Suddenly you're thinking, okay, maybe it's possible. Step 2, just 4 minutes later, 83rd minute, Messi decides to take matters into his own hands, just rifling in a ferocious first-time strike, 2-2. The stadium literally erupts. He's done it again. Step 3, we are deep into stoppage time now. 90-plus minutes. This blazing counterattack gets whipped right into the box, and Enzo Fernández connects with a huge header. Goal. In 11 breathless minutes, an insurmountable deficit is just completely erased.
Argentina 3, Egypt 2. The champions survive. It's just a miraculous, euphoric comeback for La Albiceleste, but, we really have to acknowledge the absolute heartbreak for Egypt here. Their game plan was flawless. Their goalkeeper, Mostafa Shabir, magnificent. Saving a penalty and blocking point-blank shots left and right. They played a game that truly, absolutely deserved more, but at the end of the day, they ran into an unstoppable force.
Section 4. The Messi versus Salah duel, Clash of Legends.
We had two absolute legends out there, leaving everything they had on the pitch. On one side, Mohamed Salah. He was the absolute heart of Egypt in this match. His brilliant passing, especially that setup for the ruled-out Zico goal, completely controlled the first 80 minutes. Against almost any other team in the world, Salah's influence would have easily secured a quarterfinal spot. But on the other side, you have Lionel Messi, the inevitable force. Despite that saved penalty and basically an 80-minute shutdown, he simply refused to lose. He took over the final 11 minutes with an assist and a goal to completely flip the script. And honestly, Messi's dominance in this tournament is staggering. Just look at this. He now has 8 goals in this single tournament. That moves him ahead of absolute superstars in their prime, like France's Kylian Mbappé and Norway's Erling Haaland. To put that into perspective, it's just unbelievable statistical dominance. At 39 years old, the Golden Boot is basically his to lose right now. And with Argentina surviving this scare, the World Cup itself is very much still his to win.
Section 5. Switzerland and the next step, quarterfinals await.
So, what's next? Well, Argentina now advances to the quarterfinals, which are set for July 11th in Kansas City. Their opponent? Switzerland. And the Swiss are coming in hot, having just defeated Colombia 4-3 on penalties in Vancouver. Tactically speaking, Switzerland actually presents a real challenge. They're tough, they're incredibly organized, and super disciplined. But as the source material rightly points out, Switzerland has never faced a team riding the kind of sheer miraculous momentum that Argentina has going for them right now. Which brings us to what I think is the defining reality of this tournament. He is playing like a man who knows exactly what he wants and refuses to let anything stop him. Messi isn't just out there playing like a guy enjoying a nice farewell tour in his last tournament. No way. He is playing with sheer willpower, literally dragging his team back from the dead when all seemed totally lost. 2 goals behind, 11 minutes left. 3 goals scored. Against all odds, the world champions are still standing. And so, as we look ahead toward those quarterfinals in Kansas City, it leaves us with one massive, lingering question. Can Switzerland actually stop the impossible dream? Or is this simply Messi's tournament of destiny? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Definitely keep this 11-minute miracle in mind as we head into the next round, and I'll catch you guys in our next breakdown.